Released all the way back in 2005, Animal Crossing graced our screens for the first time on a handheld console with Animal Crossing Wild World. Better yet, this was on a console with not one but two screens, and one of these was a touchscreen. The Nintendo DS, my oldest friend. This one's like 20 years old now. Of course, up until this point, besides the original Japan-only Sbooskie Somori, otherwise known as Animal Forest, we'd only had one Animal Crossing game, and that was, of course, Animal Crossing for the Nintendo GameCube, which arrived in 2001. Wild World was a remarkable success, introducing gamers of all ages to Tom Nook, fossil hunting, and its wide array of beepy animal villages for the first time. Hey, Wild World was my first Animal Crossing game, and I'm sure it was my second ever actual console game too. Second only to Nintendogs, Labrador and Friends, for those of you that care. So honestly, it holds such a place in my heart, with all of the hours I spent roaming its streets as a kid, saddened only by the lack of friends I had when it came to the connection requirement to upgrade Tom Nook's store to its final form, Nookingtons. So let's get into something I've been meaning to do for quite a while now. Honestly, tech-wise, this has been a bit of a nightmare, so please excuse any jank in the recordings for now. If you like this type of DS content, then I'm definitely down for investing in a better setup in the future. Now, this is my original copy of the game. Years back, I deleted my childhood save, which is actually heartbreaking, but it made things easier for me now, I guess. It would have been nice to be able to, relive it though. Anyway, let's play Animal Crossing Wild World in 2024. And here we are, kicking things off with Teddy on the home screen. Hello there, you came to play, did you? Heck yeah, we did. So, starting a new game, we begin our journey in the cab with Captain. We go through the date and time confirmations, and he starts off his questioning routine. You know, the questions that will eventually determine your appearance. I might have peeked at the guy, don't hate me. Of course, now we get to choose our name. I failed at the first hurdle, but hey, give me credit. I was leaning over a million things. Name locked in, we get our gender routinely assigned before telling Captain where we're off to, aka naming our town. Mine's, trash. Captain asks us why we're going there, and I was rude. Sorry, it's the game guide. And then he asked why we're moving there. I just said shopping. I mean, I heard the two stores are wild. One final judgmental question from the Kappa that literally kidnaps children. Yes, I covered that one in another video. Who then jokes about us owing him a romantic dinner. Get me out of here. And with that, it was time to escape Captain's cab. Arriving in Trash for the first time, Captain says his goodbyes. The guy gets far too attached to his customers. And then we're into the town hall to meet Pelly the Pelican Clerk. Well, this is Trash's town hall. So, what is it that I can do for you today? We tell her that we just moved in. And much to my anxiety's relief, she knows exactly who we are and was actually expecting us. Tom Nook was kind enough to tell me all about you, Sbooskie. He informed me that in order for new residents to feel welcome, he has prepared a residence just for them. Yes, it's a touch modest, of course. Tom Nook has certainly been in a giving mood lately, I must say. Cheers, Nook, I guess? Don't worry, he'd never make sure we were in eternal debt to him. Right? Right? Know how to pull out the map? I'm no noob. After then crashing into every possible object, we arrive home. Good old common wall and common floor. The classic candle, pure nostalgia. Upstairs is the bedroom that we have to return to in order to save our game, and the phone that's used for settings and definitely not for changing the time to time travel. Heading back outside, we're greeted by Nook, who calls me a hoe. Back up, mate! You. I'm glad you made it in time. So what do you think? It looks quite cozy and comfortable. Ever polite, I told him it was okay, to which he introduced his business boss babe self, before smoothly dropping in mention of repayment. Ah yes, of course, the question of cost. A mere 19,800 bells. After his best Santa impression, Nook explains how to pay off the total slowly. As a kid, I was legit ready to cry. Worry not, If you want to know about making money, I'll tell you. Why don't you come work part-time at my shop? Oh, there it is. I presume no isn't an option? Such a great idea, Nook. Such a genius. Kindly, he lets us start working the very same day we move in. What a gentleman. Before scurrying back off for fear of missed income, presumably. In an attempt to delay the oncoming inevitable labour, I stopped off to say hi to Rodeo, honestly one of my old faves. Then, it was time. Oh, so you've decided to show your face. I was wondering if I'd ever see it. Mate, it's been like 1 whole minute. If you must know, everyone who works here is required to wear a uniform. Just say the word once you're done changing. To which we just go right ahead and undress right in front of Tom Nook. Yes, that suits you just fine. Hey, I like how it's the most grey prison uniform. 10 out of 10. And with that, it was time to get to work, with our first job being to plant some trees and flowers outside the shop. Easy enough. I've never been great with AC flowers, so just kind of plonked them. Just there. Yeah. The trees I just spread out, roughly. After having my style slated by Mr. Fashion himself, it was time for the second task. Sbooskie, you've only just arrived in Trash. Well, have you introduced yourself to everyone in Trash yet? Well, no, I mean you dragged me over to work within the first 3 minutes, but hey. So with that, it was time to do the rounds and say hi to everyone, including beloved Mayor Tortimer. Heading out, Amelia was our first stop, as she was by the shop. Introduction went well, besides her not so subtle demand for a present. She then took my birthday and asked what trait I like most in others, something I presume that doesn't have any impact on gameplay. After Amelia, I bumped back into Rojo. Rojo gave me a bit of an explanation on fruit trees, and bringing up all-you-can-eat buffets, which made me hungry. Next up was Robert, who got me sorely mistaken for a sports fan, and then on to Tortimer himself. Obviously, I had to booty kiss a little here. You mean me? Now that's a good answer. You're quite wise for one so young. Oh, Torty. I am Tortimer, and I'm the Mayor of Trash. Oh, what a title. Orf. Tortimer met, it was back to Nook, who'd now decided to put me in charge of furniture delivery. First up, back over to Frobert's. I mean, Nook, we were just there. I always remember the chewing the fat line as it confused me as a kid. Frobert, rewarded me with a garbage pail. I guess this is trash, right? We're then given a bit of a house decorating shoot. Cheers, Frobert. Welcome back, welcome back. Congratulations on your first successful delivery. You may not look the part, but you're surprisingly dedicated and efficient. Thanks, I guess? From here, Nook wanted us to compose a letter to Amelia to promote his store for the special sale. I felt I captured the essentials. After posting said letter to the post office, and checking for more trash. Nook commented on how long we'd taken, again like 1 minute, before assigning a carpet delivery to Rodeo. Oh, give it up, Nook. Carpet delivery successful and ceramic tile achieved. Surely our delivery jobs were now over for the day. Right? Threatened with a permanent position. Oh, another delivery. A watering can to Amelia, who's outside. Fabulous. Good evening. How are you, Sbooskie? So, got any juicy gossip for me? Delivery. Oh, hello there. Thanks. Did you know that by using this watering can, I can revitalise dying flowers? When they feel the water's gentle embrace, they grow even lovelier still. Oh, and crap, yeah, that letter. That got delivered fast. Honestly, Amelia, I agree. I even spelled butts wrong. Everyone likes mail, even if the writing's bad, especially if presents are involved. Again, Amelia, with the presents. Now back to the shop. Don't worry, Nook's got another one for us. Have you seen the bulletin board near the town hall? I want you to post a nice advertisement for my shop on that bulletin board. Just write something that the kids these days will think is catchy and cool. No sweat. And we're off. I legged it straight over to the bulletin board to note down some wise words of wisdom. Well, that was the intention, at least. Surely this was the end, right? Good. Well done. So that means... Oh, you're done. Thank God. What's that? Your mortgage? So yeah, then he goes on to be super generous and deduct some bells from the total mortgage payment. Again, probably totally fair, but as it's coming from Nook, I'm not sold. He then finishes up by explaining a few things to us, before the obligatory remodelling push. And we're free. Newfound freedom in hand, and uniform hastily tossed aside. Side note, I later donated it to Frobert off camera. No regrets, he felt stylish. It was finally time to shake some trees and catch some bees. And bells. I wish this was an IRL thing. We stopped off quickly at the Able Sisters shop. I mean, after making a lore video on them recently, they honestly just have my heart even more now. Sable was of course in her non-talkative state, and from here my goal was to pay off the first mortgage. So getting them coins was the focus, slowly but surely. In order to do so, of course, we were going to need some tools, so a shovel and a fishing rod were both necessary first investments, even if we lost half of our wages immediately. Oh. Thinking of money-making options, I decided to give finding a money rock a go, vaguely remembering that they were a thing back in Wild World. Before finding my first oh. Now that's more like it. First one to Blathers. Let's go. He's so cute. Ah, hoo, indeed. Hooty hoo. It's always a treat to have visitors here. Welcome to the Trash Museum. Fossil assessment time, baby. So I decided to take a correspondence course, and now I'm officially licensed. As far as I'm aware, in Animal Crossing, on the GameCube, you had to send your fossils away to the faraway museum to be identified. Ah, yes, who, indeed. What we have here is quite simply an iguanodon tail. And with that, I shall return it to you. That is, I should return it to you, but I say, this iguanodon tail, well, to be blunt, it's a thing that has not yet been donated to the museum. Indeed, I would like your permission to keep it in my possession as a donation. Might I be able to convince you to part with it? First one to Blathers. And with that, our first fossil was secured. And yes, you do have to make donations individually in Wild World. Pray for me. Seeing as we were already in the museum, I decided to make the most of my trip and pay Brewster a visit. The coffee may seem a tad expensive at 200 bells a cup, but is well worth it. Thanks. Alright then, before it gets cold, I always remember trying to make this bit go on for as long as possible, and that if you go through it first try, it really burns you. Acid, bitterness and boldness, all balanced in perfect harmony. Hey, at least there wasn't any pigeon milk in that one, right? Next up, my love, Celeste. Fun fact, I have Celeste tattooed on my leg. I'm not creepy, I swear. Alrighty, time for some stars. PM. Here's my crappy design, please don't judge. Oop, second thoughts. Unfortunately for Celeste, yes, I would like to lock my constellation into her star charts. Introducing the creatively named Art. Give me half a mo and I'll make a new entry for Art. Stargazing complete, it was back home to have a go at interior decorating. Never my strong suit. Oh, look at that beauty. Here's me getting that cabin wardrobe. Ah, memories. followed by our first fish. Cute. Oh, and then a flashback to our first... Yeah, you already saw my face. Let's not go there. Things were progressing slowly but surely, and my museum collection was growing. Unfortunately, you can't see if something has already been donated from your inventory, which kinda sucks nowadays, to be honest. After all the errands of moving day, it was finally time for a well-deserved nap. Not time travel, I swear. Look over there. I'm impatient, okay? After leaving the house on day 2, I jumped straight into villager life. Oh, and more importantly, my daily money-making jobs. Nook backed me into the Happy Home Academy, telling me he wanted to, quote, give my life some meaning. Before I noticed that we gained a new villager overnight. Freckles. Freckles didn't demand a gift straight away, so I like her. Take note, Amelia. Robert palmed his old red pom-pom hat off for me successfully. I was pretty stoked. And then we just took a trip up to visit Crupper and Booker, literally just for nostalgia reasons. Next up was the prime catch of the day. Before the introduction of a sexy new rug, move over ceramic tile. The cash was building up bit by bit, my eye was well and truly on the prize. I then tried to catch up with my besties. Oh. So I called it a day and booted up the next one. Today we got our hands on our first bug net. Heck yeah. Before punching, well above our pay grade. One day crown, one day. And yep, new day, new villager was still a thing for now. This time we got Sally and I love her. Sahara also happened to be visiting the island. I have come from far away. I must deliver goods that my customers have ordered. Ah, I have a problem. A terrible problem. I have forgotten my map. Oh, I don't know where this is going. My deliveries, my customers. I'm sure the town hall has one for you, right? And there it is. Good old Sbooskie will deliver them for you. So first up was a rug for Phyllis, Pelly's sister. I was a bit worried we'd have to wait until night to give it to her, but luckily Pelly took it away to give it to her. We dodged a bullet there. After Phyllis / Pelly, Mabel was up next. followed by Nookman himself. Sbooskie, did you come all the way here just to deliver this to me? Don't act surprised like you've never made me do this. And finally, we were back to Sahara. Done! It's finally done! Thank you so much for your help, friend. Please, pick whichever you like. So I went for the Meadow Vista, obviously. Ta-da! What a combo! And time to hoard some stuff. And then horrify my acquaintances. Crazy Res 10 also appeared this day, but of course we couldn't get in yet. And sadly the password wasn't no. I think we have to try once and then we will find a letter in the mail at some point. Honestly, I could be totally wrong there though. Robert was still terrified of my face, valuing his hot bod particularly highly today, before I managed to get my hands on my very own watering can. I watered this single flower that had been driving me mad. No idea if it actually got any water, but hey! By this point, Serrano had moved in. But the bigger news was that we were finally ready to pay off mortgage number 1. This is the window for the town post office. What can I do for you? No need for the figure Pelly. This one's getting paid in 1. For like the first and last time ever. In it goes. That's right, no need to be alarmed. Most of it wasn't stolen. From here it was time to head straight over to Nook and see his greedy little face light up. Isn't your current house just a tad cramped? Oh, here we go. Of course, taking the upgrade doesn't necessarily mean we're ever going to give over the money, so sign me up. I chose the pink roof as it kind of grown on me. And then it was time to take a look at that little extra slither of space we'd gained. Fantastic. Checking in with Nook to see how much this massive addition has set us back. I realised it was time to leave it here for today. While I've absolutely loved revisiting Wild World, it honestly holds such a place in my heart. And while, yeah, it's missing some of the quality of life changes and the volume of content seen in later games due to its age, it's truly part of the series' foundation and an introduction to Animal Crossing for many kids, myself included. Side note, this video has been a bit of a challenge to film. I know I've already said this, and I'm really sorry for the lack of in-game audio. Recording DS gameplay is actually incredibly either difficult and / or expensive, but I'm openly looking for ways around this. Have you given Wild World a go? Was it your first Animal Crossing game? And which one's your favourite? Let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please consider dropping a like / subscribe down below, as it would really help me out. But anyway, until next time, goodbye for now.